Today's video is all about making your Lakewood Ranch, Florida home search easy. I'm going to share a secret that I tell all of our clients that helps them make their home search simple, organized in their mind, so when they're online looking at YouTube or Facebook, Instagram, Zillow or Trulia, and trying to figure out what's the best neighborhood for them, this tip's gonna make it all easy. Hey everyone, I'm Michael Chenkus here in Lakewood Ranch, Florida. My wife Courtney and I are real estate professionals with Charles Ruttenberg Realty, and Lakewood Ranch is our bread and butter. If you're watching this video, you're probably considering Lakewood Ranch, Florida as a destination for either a first home or a second home or even a vacation. So hit that like button, subscribe below, and be sure to catch every video we make weekly about all things Lakewood Ranch in the greater Sarasota area. Hey everybody, so I'm going to start by recapping the Lakewood Ranch map. As you can see here on my left, Lakewood Ranch is huge. Lakewood Ranch is really big. This piece of paper, this map, it really doesn't express how large it is. From top to bottom to drive is about a 20-minute ride, across 15-20 minutes as well. It's really huge. Let's break this down into zip codes, because Lakewood Ranch sits within 3 different zip codes. It's that big. An easy way to think of it is there's 3 parts: top, middle, bottom. We have the top zip code, middle, and the lower zip code is actually part of Sarasota County, but I'll get into that in a second. Let's start at the top. The zip code on the northern side, which would be between State Road 70 and State Road 64, is 34211. This encompasses a very large area, like I said, and is where most of the new construction is occurring. Here's a great illustration. I found this resource online. It's an awesome website called Zip Data Maps. You could throw it into Google and you'll find it. It has all demographics, population statistics, crime statistics, really cool. The only thing is you need to know the zip code in order for it to work. So the pink area that you see here, that's the region. There's that little cutout on the top. That's wrong. I don't know, they must have just been a glitch, but that's still part of Lakewood Ranch. That's actually kind of where Indigo is and Savannah. Most of the stuff on the east side of that is out in Mayaca, which is more rural, larger plots of land. There's horse farms. So that's not part of Lakewood Ranch. There's a street called Bourneside, which is right about there, and that is the eastern border currently of Lakewood Ranch. They're talking about going a little bit further across Bourneside. They're talking possibly a new Del Webb, which would be a 55 and up, and also a Lakewood National 2. So a new golf course community, which is kind of cool. But it hasn't even begun, it's just cows. How many houses are for sale in 34211, the northern part of Lakewood Ranch? As of July 7th, which is just a couple of days ago, there are 227 active listings. That doesn't include property that's under deposit. It's not recently sold. It's just everything that's currently available that you could view, make an offer on, and purchase. The median number is a really good number to use because it kind of takes the large, big, expensive house and the cheaper houses and disregards those so that you can understand where's that sweet spot in the middle, and that is 619,000 in this zip code. This data I pulled myself from the MLS. As you can see here is a little screenshot of me actively working the MLS. This zip code includes probably about 50% of completely built out neighborhoods like Central Park, Mallory Park, Arbor Grand, and it also includes the new construction stuff like Star Farms, Sweetwater. So if you're looking for new construction and your price point is in that 600 to 800 range, this is the area for you. Of course, there's more expensive properties than that in this zip code, but as a whole, the data shows 600 to 800. That's probably where we're at now in July of 2022. 34211. Now let's go to the center zip code of Lakewood Ranch. This is the original zip code when Lakewood Ranch began and sold their first house, and I think it was 1995 for $88,000. I'm close. Don't quote me, but it's something like that. Summerfield, Greenbrook, Country Club, Riverwalk, Edgewater, and then you have the Lake Club, Country Club East, the Ritz-Carlton Golf membership. That's just a golf course that's privately owned. And then you have Del Webb, the Isles, and another portion of Greenbrook. That's 34202. You can see just from glancing at this that it is a bit smaller in land area than 34211, and there's less neighborhoods. They're bigger neighborhoods. There's definitely a different aesthetic and a different feel from the two zip codes as you travel down, just simply because of when they were built. And this zip code 34202 has the most established resale. There's 131 active listings as of July 7th. This is from MLS data that I pulled. The median price that I described previously, it's $815,000. So you can see it's a little higher. 34202 has slightly different school zoning than 34211. And there's some differences in terms of the aesthetic of the neighborhoods, just simply because these were developed as very, very large neighborhoods with individual communities and villages within. Like Country Club East, Country Club, they each have sub-neighborhoods, sub-villages, not sure what the right word is, but in comparison to, say, a Mallory Park, which that's just one neighborhood, Mallory Park. The southerly portion of Lakewood Ranch, which is from University Parkway down to Fruitville Road, is actually in Sarasota County. This is the area of Lakewood Ranch where Waterside Place is, and if you haven't heard of Waterside Place, it's a town center that was built on this massive lake. So there's apartments and shops and restaurants, and it's become a really cool cultural center for the residents to enjoy. The shape of Lakewood Ranch and the land that was actually owned and or acquired by the original family doesn't have as much of a consistent shape to it. So as you can see here, it goes across and then down Lorraine Road and stops where you see the village Windward. Windward is a village built by Neil. Turning to the statistics of this particular zip code, 34240 in Sarasota. Now this is eye-opening because, like I said, it's a huge area, huge. And only a little portion of it is Lakewood Ranch. But these numbers, this isn't just Lakewood Ranch, this is for the entire zip code. So of that entire vast area, there's only 55 houses for sale. The data's gonna be a little more difficult because this area is simply just not as developed. Waterside is still developing and there's a lot of residential opportunities still coming. Shoreview is there, Lake House Cove, there's the alcove being built by Neil. All of this is under development right now. There's a few resale here and there, but every one of these neighborhoods are pretty much brand spanking new. And that brings me to my final point, and it's a word of wisdom, it's a tip, it's something to really keep in mind. When you're shopping online, browsing homes on Realtor.com or Zillow, what you see is simply what has been listed. So if it hasn't been inputted into the MLS, or if someone hasn't manually inputted this property for sale in that website within their database, it's not going to show. You won't even know that it exists. Each of these builders have inventory that you just wouldn't be aware of unless you have a resource here with boots on the ground to gather that information and make sure you get it right away. And that's us. So if you're considering any of these neighborhoods in all three of the zip codes of Lakewood Ranch, give us a call and let's have a conversation. It's our job to work with you and guide you to the very best decision to match the right neighborhood, the right floor plan, help you select all your options and design, and make sure that when you choose a home and make an offer, it's the right fit for you. Again, I'm Michael Chenkus with Charles Ruttenberg Realty here in Lakewood Ranch, Florida. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for weekly updates. and click the More Videos link right here for more information and a playlist of videos all about Lakewood Ranch.